Hello, hello, hello. Hello, you guys. How are you? It is Wednesday and I am actually on time, okay? I am actually on time. How are you guys doing? How is everyone doing? How was your week? Well, so far, because it's actually hump day. So, you ain't had a full week, but how's it going out there? Hmm? Hello, hello, as you come in. Hi, everyone. Y'all come on. That's right, Sweet Haven. It's Winning Wednesday. You are so right. Hey, Krista. Hey, Romeo. How are you guys? All right, YouTube. Instagram is checking in. Where y'all at? YouTube, where you at? There we go. Hey, Taylor. How are you? Hey, how you doing, Jarrell? Hi, Smiling with Dimples. Hey, lady, how are you? Oh my gosh, I am so thinking about doing one of those aerial classes. You know who I'm talking about. I am so thinking. I was watching videos of this woman on the it's this yoga um, hammock or something. But I'm really, really thinking about doing one. I actually had somebody come and put, y'all gonna laugh. I had somebody come and put one of those yoga um, things, hammocks in my office. So now I have a hammock attached in my office where I can go in and do flips and turns and all of this stuff. That's how much I liked it. So yeah. But anyway, how are you guys doing? I'm having a side conversation with somebody. Yes. I really want to like start taking professional classes on that aerial yoga. I do. So look, so as of now, I do have the hammock. I can't. It's a sling or something. I had it put up in my office, so I can go up in there. I can do turns and flips and all this stuff uh, while to relax from my stressful work. Because right now it's stressful, y'all. Right now it is stressful. I'm just going to tell you. So, yeah. But I try not to let it overwhelm me. I hope everyone is doing well. Krista has posted my YouTube channel. So if you guys have not subscribed to my YouTube, I got my YouTube people over here in the house. How y'all doing? That look, now they checking in. They checking in now. So yeah. So let's see. Let me go through and say hello. Hey Lola, how you doing? Hey Rob Hall. How are you? Hey, Hospitality Hacks Pro. I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good. I say I'm not I don't let stress overtake me. So I'm doing well. Hey, Shake Vision. All right. So hey Tuku, how you doing? Oh, you missed me? I'm so sorry, you guys. Last week I had to pull back. I'm telling y'all, with this access stuff going on in Arizona, I had to pull back last week and just take some time. So I went to go spend some time with one of my great nieces. She had a baby, and I love babies. And so I just pulled away, drove up north. She's about 2 hours away, and just hung out with her and the baby all day. Bought her some stuff, just just got that love I needed and smell the baby smell, you know, make you want to bite them. So that's what I did last week. Look at my Instagram. So I apologize, you guys, but sometimes, like I tell you guys, sometimes you got to take time for yourself. So last week, that was the time I had to do it. And so I appreciate you guys tapping in with me this week because we're going to go over a subject that is really like important right now. Okay, really important. So anyway, so let's look and see. Hey, God chose me. How you doing, Diane? Hey, Bryce Tupper. Me time is always good. It always is. You guys have to learn self care. And I know when I'm feeling overwhelmed, because y'all know I'm a crybaby. And if I just start feeling that in my nose and in my throat a bunch of times, I know it's time for me to decompress and pull back. And so that's kind of my meter. You got to know what your meter is. You got to know when it's time. Because when it's time, you don't want it to overwhelm you. You know what I mean? I do cast my cares upon the Lord because I know He cares for me. It's just sometimes in myself, I just feel like I am to that point of no return. And so at that time, literally, I had no plans to drive up north. I just called my daughter and was like, let's go see the baby. And we went to go see the baby. And it was much needed. I needed the time. So, yeah. Diane said, "Oh my God, I'm a crybaby too." Yes. So when I start feeling that, y'all know what it when that burning in my throat and that burning in my nose keep coming, and I keep getting teary eyes, I already know it's time. So yeah. Are we gonna be Ariel sisters too? Yes, we are. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come take a class with you in Chicago when it gets warm. Y'all know I don't do the cold, so I think it's still a little nippy in Chicago. So I had to come there in the dead of summer, and that way we could take a class together. I can go to class with you. We checking in absolutely. Hey Ellen, how are you? I'm so happy to see you guys. So yeah, I mean, the subject tonight, you guys, may not be a subject that people want to talk about, but it is necessary. And y'all know I'm that girlfriend. I'm gonna give you what you want, but I'm gonna give you what you need. I'm absolutely gonna give you what you need. And right now, we gonna have to talk about taxes. Okay, I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to use cuss words, and I know I'm not supposed to be mean to y'all, but it's necessary. Okay, because taxes is a part of business. So y'all know it's a part of business. So we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about tax essentials. I don't know if a lot of you know. I know people know about the April 15th cutoff for taxes. If you're like a LLC or your personal taxes and things like that. But there is actually a tax cutoff for businesses like me that are S corporation, you know, where we have to have our taxes, or if you're like a partnership, you too. Now I tell y'all, I don't give any legal, no tax advice. So this is just gonna kind of, I guess, what they call it, scrape the surface. Yeah, because I don't like to give legal or tax advice, but this is something that needs to be talked about because people get in tax trouble. Okay, me myself, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that all out. But I have not done what was right all the time with my taxes because it's a lot. There are so many different type of taxes, and you just don't notice. If you didn't grow up with a business mindset and you don't have somebody there holding your hand through the whole process, you don't know all the different types of taxes that need to be taken care of when you have a business. Therefore, hey, you know, MH gang, I got y'all. I got y'all. So we're gonna talk about that tonight. Oh, Narda, good. I'm so happy to see you too, Miss Thing. So yes, now this is what I want you guys to do before we jump into it and get started. I want people on Instagram share this video out with three people that you may think need to know about taxes when it's dealing with the business. Share it out with three people. You on YouTube, go ahead and like this video. I'm showing multiple people on here. I'm only showing 2 likes. So go ahead and like this video while you're on here. Like the video. It's important. My people are in the background. They're doing what they need to do. So they need for you guys to go in and like the video. So I'm just going to put it out there at the beginning. So as we go on, when people come in, I will repeat it again. Like the video. That way, YouTube knows that you guys enjoy what I'm doing. I'm partnered with YouTube now, and I need them to know that you guys want me to stay here. Okay. So, like that video for me. All right. So, we getting into it. Somebody said the dreaded taxes. Yes, baby, the dreaded taxes. But we got to get into it because what are we all going to do? We going to be born, we gonna pay taxes, and we gonna die. That's the three things we gonna do. So we gotta at some point talk about taxes, right? Everybody tries to avoid it. Believe me, I tried to avoid it, but you cannot make money and avoid paying taxes. Okay, at some point. So let's see. So, like I said, everybody knows about April 15th being the tax cutoff because a lot of personal taxes, people filing that get refunds, things like that. There is also March 15th, which is a deadline for S corporations and partnerships. So, me and my business, I am registered as an S corp. Thank you, Dr. Tanika. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, lady. And so, um, I am an S corporation. Therefore, I have to file my doggone taxes by March 15th. March 15th, like coming up in 2 days. Okay. So I have to make sure I'm really on top of it because those S corporations get filed. I get my K1. I have to file my K1s with my personal taxes. Okay. So therefore, March 15th for S corporations and partnerships, April 15th for regular LLCs, those type of business, small businesses, sole proprietorships, and personal taxes. All right. So everybody got that straight? Somebody put March 15th in the chat so I can know that you guys hear me. March 15th. Somebody, hey, Miss Potential. Hey, All American. Hi, you guys. Somebody put March 15th. There we go. Thank you, Diane. I appreciate that. Thank you, Taylor. All right. So, y'all listening. Okay, Jarrell. Hey, King Ting. And the thing is, I always put the disclaimer. I'm not giving you guys legal advice. I'm just telling you why I set my business up as a S corporation. I set it up because a regular LLC is a pass through type of business. So basically, you're paying a higher tax if you're a business. And when you get to making, six figures and more in your business, up, eight figures, it's kind of what I'm at, you can't afford to stay a regular LLC. You need to go to an S corp, and any tax, your CPA or any, probably even a bookkeeper can tell you how to do that, how to get that set up. But it's just best to move to an S corporation and start filing that way because you pay less taxes. Okay. Yes, yes. Thank you, Dr. Jackson. I appreciate that. And welcome to the membership. Dr. Jackson just joined my membership, you guys. So that's why I was saying thank you. Thank you, guys. And just make sure if you're on Instagram, like I said, share this out with 3 people. You can also subscribe if you want to and become a part of the MH gang. All right. So, there are so many different types of taxes, you guys. So many. Just to name a few, you have your federal and state income taxes. Okay. You have your self employment tax. I know. You have payroll taxes. If you have employees, you need to check with your state to see if you can actually if you have to do employees or if you can do contractors, because I'm gonna tell you guys, I always tell you, I myself got into trouble. I got sued because I didn't know any better. I had all contractors. All my people were contractors. And then somebody came back and sued me. And the state told me the way your business is set up and what's expected of your caregivers, they cannot be contractors. They have to be employees. I had to pay the piper. So I don't want you guys to have to deal with things that I went through. So check with your regulations to see if you can actually do contractors for all your people, because I couldn't. I can do contractors for like my counselors. I can do contractors for my lawn people, people like that are not required to be there at a certain time and leave at a certain time. But my regular BHTs, my regular caregivers, they cannot be contractors in my business, in this state of Arizona. Okay? So you need to check with the regulations in your state. Because me myself, yes, Myrrie Hayes. Look, I'll put it on camera because it's over and done with. I ended up getting sued over that, and so it is what it is. I found out what the law was through trial and error, but I don't want you guys to have to suffer. Let me be the example. So just check that out. Then sales tax. You need to know what's required. If you're a nonprofit, are you exempt from some taxes? Are you not? Are you a for-profit business? You need to know all this. Property taxes. People don't think about that sometimes. As group home owners, what type of property tax are you going to have to pay on your group homes? I pay taxes, property tax on my group homes, the ones that I own. So you have to know what is required in your state. Okay? So let me know out there who has property taxes in their state, that knows they have property taxes in their state. And then what state are you in? Give me some feedback, you guys. Hey, Go Pretty Red. Look, I know Instagram, it's not the most glamorous topic, but hey, it needs to be addressed. Taxes. That's what we talking about, Rhonda. We talking about Texas tonight. All right. So who on here has a state where they have to pay property taxes? I know some states you don't have to pay it. So Michigan, Rob Hall says in Michigan he has to pay property tax. Does anybody else know if they have to pay property? Hey, Candy Lash said me, Alabama. Okay. Diane said New Jersey. Taylor said, yes, Indiana has property taxes. It says what? About 4,000? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. One of my properties, it was like almost $8,000. That was for 1 year. Jarrell says Missouri. I know Missouri. I'm from Missouri, y'all. I know Missouri got property tax. You got to pay taxes on your car, everything. Pennsylvania. Dana says Pennsylvania has property tax. Texas, now I thought Texas was one that didn't, but I might be a little off. But A says Texas has property tax. Okay. So, like I said, you have to check with your area, your state to see if you have to pay property tax. And then you have to add that in. I mean, of course, you can write it off. If you are a group home owner and you're paying property tax on a property, of course, it's a write off. But still, you need to know that that is a required type of tax that you need to pay that is for your business. So yeah, so those are the different ones. Like I said, I am not let me put a disclaimer. I'm not here to give you legal advice. I am not here as a tax professional. I am here as an advocate for my MH gang. Okay. So I just want you guys to be aware of what is out there. That way, if you're in conversation, hey, Myrrie said it was something about self-employment tax. Can you explain that to me? List these taxes out so when you're talking to your tax person that you can make sure that you are covered, because everybody is not, I guess, versed on everything, you know, because I've had payroll tax people that didn't file correct stuff that they needed to file for the state. And then the state came back to me like, well, no, this didn't get filed. And I had to go back. Oh, yeah, we didn't. So it's your responsibility, because the state's not going to go after the payroll company. The state going to go after me. So it is your responsibility to keep up with these things. All right. So I just want you guys to be educated so you can be advocates for yourself and be advocates for the people around you. All right. So Narda says Baltimore. Baltimore. Okay. Pennsylvania. All right. It's a lot of states will probably let's all move to, what is it, Delaware? Delaware, they don't have no property tax. Let's all move there. Because man, I'm tired of paying all these taxes. But yeah, moving on. So it is so important with having all these different types of taxes. Your record keeping has to be on point. Okay. You have to have accurate, detailed financial records, because it's crucial to you, it's crucial to your business. Because if you're not keeping good records, something is going to fall through the cracks. And everything that you do that is involved in your business, you need to be writing off. I was just on the licensed professional training last night, and I was we were answering questions or something, and I said, you better write this class off, because this class is helping your business to go to the next level. So trainings and things that you guys take, that's training. That should be a line on your taxes. You should be writing off any type of training that you pay for to educate yourself on your industry, to educate yourself on your business, to educate yourself. You need to be writing that stuff off. And if you have to travel to a seminar or whatever, you need to be writing that off. You need to have accurate, detailed financial records. Everything I do basically is about my business and about having write-offs. Utilities, heck, gas when I drive my company van, things like that. Repairs, write-offs, lawn care, write-off. All of that. You need to be keeping track of all of that. You may can't do it on Excel, or you may can't do it by writing it down. You might get to the point where you need to move on. You need to use tools. You need to use different software. Sometimes you get to that level. Some people are really detailed with Excel sheets. I'm not. I need to have something that streamlined. We started off with QuickBooks. QuickBooks, you can take a picture, it'll enter it, you categorize it, and then it learns you. So do what you need to do to keep accurate and detailed records of everything you do for your business. Hey, Real Estate Shark. Hey, August. So, yeah. So, just make sure that you guys are have some type of system. We talk about systems all the time. That is a system. Setting yourself up to keep detailed records of your expenses, money you bring in, all of that. That's a system. So make sure that you use the tool that is right for you. You can't just use what's right for me. You have to use what's right for you. Because I might be at a different level. I'm 8 years into my group home business. I can't write down stuff no more. I need to have something that is automatic, because it's too much money going out. Heck, one of my houses just had a $1,200 light bill. You know what I'm saying? I got multiple houses with bills coming in. There's no way I could just be writing this stuff down all the time. So you have to deal with whatever level you're at, depending on, what you're bringing in, what you have set up, what you're sending out. But you need to find tools or software or whatever it is and keep accurate records. Okay? Understand deductions. You need to discuss common tax deductions, that are available for business owners. In some areas, they have different things that are available specifically for group homes. Check with your bookkeeper. Make sure you're using someone that is a bookkeeper that's familiar with group homes. Okay? Because there might be things out there that you don't know about that they educate you on. Okay? Because it's so important. What do they say? If it ain't documented, it didn't happen. So it is so important, not just in your group home business that you keep in good documentation, but also just a business as a whole. You need to keep good documentation. Okay? And then also too, know that you have quarterly estimated taxes that need to be calculated and that need to be paid on a quarterly basis. That's how you want to have your systems and your business set up. Okay? All right. Does anybody have any questions? Y'all done got quiet on me. Y'all like, dang, she talking about taxes, man. I don't want to hear this. You don't want to hear it, but as a business owner, it is something you need to hear. You need to know that there are multiple different taxes that come along with being a group homeowner. Not to say you're gonna, always have to pay them. You might end up, at the beginning breaking even with all your write-offs and the money you made. You might end up breaking even, but you need to be on point and you need to make sure that you stay on track and that you keep great records. And somebody said, when is the next seminar? King 10. The next seminar is actually in Houston. I don't know if you're in Houston, but it is, let me see, the weekend of the 23rd of March. That's the next seminar. It's the work series. It's going to be in Houston. And then after that, it will be in Atlanta in May. And then it will be in um, Dallas in June. Okay. Yes. And I just posted the link, theworkseries.com. You can click on that link and it will take you right there to the page where you can sign up. If you are in Houston and you are interested, I am here to make your day, because if you use the code Houston during checkout, you will have a nice surprise for Houston. So if you're interested in coming to Houston and being a part of the work series, go ahead, click on that link. I'm talking to YouTube, Instagram. Click on the link and it will take you to the page, and make sure you put Houston as the promo code and you'll have a special surprise from Dr. Myrrie. All right, you guys. Does anybody have any questions so far? Let's see. So yeah, I'm just like, this tax thing, you guys. Look, I'm bringing it up because I'm in the midst of it. Okay, my tax lady just called me today, and I'm like, "Ugh." I was thinking, what am I going to talk about for Winning Wednesday? It might not sound like we winning, but we are. We are winning, because in order to have taxes to pay, you got to have a business that's doing okay. So I'm gonna think about it on the positive, because what I tell y'all, no matter what, we winning over here. We winning. So yeah, I'm like, yeah. I had to talk to I had been avoiding my tax lady. She said, "Listen, when I call you, you need to call me back." That's what she told me because I've been trying to avoid her. But hey, it's necessary. Thank you, Advantage Grants. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. She said, "Great information." Yes, because y'all have to know if y'all planning on having businesses, if you planning on having group homes, you are going to be involved with taxes, some shape, form, or fashion. Okay, especially if you have a successful group home, you're gonna be you're gonna end up paying some taxes. How about that? Has anybody on here had to pay a tax debt? If y'all don't mind me getting a little personal, getting in your business. Look, let me sip on some real. Anybody on here had to pay some tax debt? Oh yeah, look, why y'all don't forget, we got new merch, Group Home University merch. Make sure y'all get y'all merch. But yeah, I'm being funny. But anybody on here ever had to pay tax debt? Because I know people are always talking around this time. Y'all always talking about getting refunds and what people be doing with their refunds and all these dudes hooking up with women for their refunds. Who out here? Who out here is like me? We don't get refunds. Oh, you are so welcome. Let's see. Work series was an awesome experience. It helped me with my clinic. I had to pay a late penalty for filing late with an S corp. Yes, and you will have to pay a penalty. So you better get your tax stuff in order because they do not play. Y'all know my penalty. My penalty for filing late was 9 grand. For filing late. I'm gonna tell you, the IRS don't be playing. And my tax lady even tried to call and talk to them to not fine me, and they are not playing this year. So just FYI, if you have a business and it's an S corp, make sure you file before the 15th of March. They are not playing with us. Have we nailed down the hotel in Houston? Yes. Yes, we did. It's the you haven't got that information? I thought they sent out an email, Ellen, for Houston. Let me know if you go into your email and search work, WORC, and see if it comes up. Because I'm pretty sure that Shronica or Crystal or somebody sent out the email for the work series. Not Houston, Dallas. Oh, Dallas. I'm not sure if they nailed down the Dallas because that's our last location. But I know I was about to say I'm pretty sure they nailed it down for Houston, and I think they're rolling out Atlanta. I think we're just rolling it out this week. Atlanta hotel. Yeah, you guys, because these event spaces are and hotels are going a little crazy. So we be having to negotiate, or we be charging people $10,000 a person. The way they trying to make money. Let's see. In my state, you need experience in the Department of Health in order to become a provider. What state are you in? South Sounds. Yeah, tell us what state you're in. Grab your group home. Thank you. Yes, the link YouTubers. The link to the new merch store is right down there at the bottom. So you guys can click on the link. So you're in Maryland. I haven't heard of that. What type of provider are you trying to become? Because it may depend on that. Ellen says sipping on the tea. Yes. Good. Anybody look, anybody have a tax bill they want to talk about while we talking about taxes? Hey Yvonne. Instagram, y'all don't have any questions? Okay, so let me just say this. Like I always try to put a disclaimer out. I am not a tax professional. I'm not a legal professional. And so you need to consult a tax professional for your taxes. I'm going over general information to get you guys in the mindset to think about moving forward in your group home business. Okay. They will give you guidance on the benefits. They will also consult with you on what you need to do within your business, within your state, within your local, government. They will tell you what to do. And then hopefully you'll find someone that will assist you with tax planning and to be compliant at all times. I'm excited that I finally found someone. Even though she get a little snippy with me, she keeps me compliant, because I did have someone that was doing my taxes before and they went willy-nilly on me. So make sure you find someone good. You can find someone through referrals. Like if you have someone that you know is a business owner, or say you have a mentor in your area that can assist you, you can contact places like SCORE. They may be able to assist you, or like the Small Business Administration. They might be able to assist you with finding someone, but it's always good to have a referral when working with someone like that. Already. Pardon. Did you interrupt me? I'm sorry. Sweet Haven said, best advice for meeting with organizations. Meeting with organizations, be more detailed, because I'm not sure what you mean by that. So be more detailed. Okay, Stephanie says, beginner here, just found you within the hour and started following you. Well, thank you, Stephanie. Welcome. Welcome to the MH gang. I appreciate you for chiming in and for making a comment. Jacqueline says, you can ask for an extension with the deadlines to avoid penalties. Yes, you can. Thank you, Jacqueline. You can ask for extensions. It's just, when you a busybody like me, you kind of forget the date, and then you look up and it's June the 17th and you were supposed to file March 15th. So yeah. Sadia said, I had to pay 14K for cashing out 40 and forgetting to report it as income. Yeah, you definitely got to report. If you cash out like a 401K, if you cash out anything like that, you definitely have to report it. If you sell it, if you're a trader, like I trade, sometimes I'm not, look, don't ask me no advice on trading, because I don't be wanting to tell people, but I do trade. I buy like Bitcoin, stuff like that. And when I move stuff around, you got to remember to keep your paperwork so you can remember to file that, because they do sometimes penalize you and things like that. So yeah, man, I'm telling you, this tax thing. Yeah, look, y'all was all excited at first. We start talking about taxes, everybody got quiet. Everybody like, dang, this ain't no winning. Yes, we still winning. We still winning. You see, hey, Jacqueline gave you some advice. Sadia said, hey, I had to pay. She's They said it all lightly, because it is what it is. The more money you make, you may have to pay. It's just a fact of life. Am I going to stop making money so I don't have to pay? No. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. That's a part of life. What I say, you're going to be born, you're going to pay taxes, you're going to die. That's three things you're going to do for sure. I have a meeting with a local shelter for potential clients in the morning. Any pointers on talking with them in the meeting? Ask them questions. Okay. A lot of times we will go into meetings with our agenda. Okay, you be so focused on your agenda and what you want to do and what's going on with you, and I want these clients and I'm going to do this. Be attentive to them and what they need. Ask them questions. Come up with 10 questions. You may not get to ask all of them, but come up with 10 solid questions on what can I ask them to make their lives easier. And then go into it with that mindset. I am here to help them. Don't make it about you. Make it about them. That is what is has made me successful at building relationships with people. I don't go into it like me, 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 me. It's all about me. I go into it like, how can I help this person? How can I be of service? So go into it with a servant attitude and you'll be fine. And smile. Y'all know I'm always smiling because smiling just makes people open up more and it just makes people feel more at ease. So don't just be doing the creepy smile, but just smile. Don't forget to smile. I'll put it that way. Don't forget to smile. Okay? Let me see. Yep, I was like, is this the right person? Laugh out loud. Yes, it's me. Click the link in her bio for mentorship opportunities. Thank you, Krista. Yes, we have an ongoing mentorship, you guys. And so if anybody is interested, there is a link on my YouTube. There's a link on Instagram. You guys can apply. um, once you apply, you will receive a call from one of my associates, and they will talk to you. They will interview you, and they will see if you are a good fit for my mentorship. Let's see. I am trying to figure out what type of group home. What type of group home you want? Is that what you're saying, Stephanie? Yeah, you just got to basically figure out what the need is in your area. Figure out, I always tell people, start with what your passion is. My passion is not kids. There's a huge need for kids. But I already told y'all I will never do kids again. I know they say never, never do kids again. So that is not my thing, and y'all know why I do group homes because my sister was mentally ill. And so I do adults 18 and up that are SMI, which was the same category my sister was in because she was bipolar schizophrenic. So that is my passion. That is what keeps me there. When it gets really hard, like right now, with all this fry going on in Arizona, all this stuff going on, that keeps me there. Because when I see those people, I think of my sister, and I would never give up on my sister. So I won't give up on them. So you figure out what your passion is, what's going to hold you there when times get hard, what's going to hold you there when the state ain't paying you, when you got to wait for billing, what's going to hold you there when one of them clients calls you a flat B or whatever, what's going to keep you there. That's what you start with. And then you build on that and you check off, okay, this sounds good, this sounds good. And then you narrow it down to what type of home you want to do. Hey, Florida, why wouldn't you do children group homes again? Because Mr. Pain Premier, it was a pain to me because kids are not my passion. Not like that. Them kids were bad and I couldn't whoop them or punch them or nothing. So don't be doing that to them kids. I'm being funny, but seriously, those kids were out of my, like, I was trying to love them and they would just do stuff and I was like, okay, I'm gonna call and have them transfer you. Oh no, Miss Murray, please, I love it here, please. Then why are you doing this? I couldn't understand it. Like, and then the last straw was my BHP. A lot of y'all know Esther. One of the boys punched Esther in the face. That was it. I was like, I can't do this because it was like, because it wasn't anything I was passionate about, I could not, like, it was annoying. Like, it was stressing me out. It was annoying. The state was there like every week. It was just too much. And so I was like, that's not my, it's not my lane. I did it because the case managers asked me to. They were like, you're so successful with group homes. You guys have it figured out. Can you please do kids? Because, the need is so bad. And I was like, okay. And Esther kept saying, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Esther was like, but she was like, if you make the decision, then I'll go along with it. And she did and got punched in the face. So I won't do kids again. I just won't. So that's why Mr. Pain premiere, because it was a pain. Hey, work series. Right. Somebody said, right. F them kids. Oh, I am Adrian. You had to go there. My thing is, there's people that are good with kids, that are passionate about kids. Let them do it. I am not. And there's some people that don't want to deal with adults. That's my thing. Me and adults get on, get along. So let them keep the kids. I'll do the adults, and we'll leave it at that. Let's see. Gotcha. Yeah, the creepy smile. You don't want to do the creepy smile when you networking. Just do a light, you don't want to be trying to hold this smile. No, don't do that. Work Series does an excellent job at defining the different types of group home. Yes, we actually do, Jacqueline. We go over like 5 different types of group homes. So if anyone is interested in doing the Work Series, I put the link in the chat. You guys can click on the link. And like I said, if you're interested, definitely in going to Houston, I've provided the code. Just put in Houston in the promo code, and you'll get a big surprise. Let's see. What about adults with autism? Adults with autism, I actually, SMI, there I have actually had adults with autism in my home. So yeah, so that's totally fine. Like me, and I've contracted with a DDD home before, where a lot of their clients were autistic, and I did fine with adults with autism. It's just the kids thing that's not for me. And it's not a knock for anybody else who wants to do kids. I'm just talking about me personal. I feel like everybody should do what's best for them. And I feel like in my business, kids is not good for us. How do you choose what kind of group home to pick from? I know you say see what the needs are, but where do you go to figure that out? Is it a certain way per state to see? Yeah. I mean, I found out through case managers, really, because yes, I didn't know what SMI was when I started. I didn't. I was talking to case managers at a networking meeting, and they were telling me like how big, like how bad they needed group homes here in Arizona. And I was like, oh wow, group home, okay. Because I was doing seniors. I started with seniors. See, I done did it all, y'all. So I started with seniors, and that's why my sister that was mentally ill came to stay with me, because she was 21 years my elder. And she called me and said, I'm coming to Arizona. You're going to take care of me. And so ultimately, she moved into my senior home. But then 3 months later, she died right there in my home. Um, and I really didn't want to do seniors anymore because they just start really dying like back to back to back. And I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And so I went to a networking event, was talking to some case managers and stuff like that, just mingling. And they were talking about how big it was a need and da da da. And then later on, I found out that technically in the SMI category is people with schizophrenia, bipolar. And I was like, and that's how I tied it together. So it's kind of like you just got to put yourself out there to mix and mingle with people in the industry. You could maybe call the state, ask them, do they see, just figure out different ways. It's just going to really depend on what state you're in, what city, who you're connected with. You can call the health department and just, hey, you know, have you noticed that there's some type of group home that they need more of? Or you just gonna have to do kind of what I do. You have to figure it out, because some states, they're not going to talk to you, and some they are. It's just going to depend on where you are and what you want to do. But yeah, you just got to put yourself out there. You just got to start talking to people, start networking. And honestly, that's how it all got started. And literally, when I called some agencies, they was like, "Nah, we don't need no more group homes. Nah." And I was like, "Nah, but these case managers are telling me that they do." And then I kept working my way around, found out there was a big need. Bam, jackpot. So that's kind of how it happened. Would you say group homes still needed in Arizona? Definitely. There's so many homeless people right now due to there are almost 400 group homes that closed here, y'all. Is there a need? Heck yeah. When they open up access, the floodgates are going to open. I'm telling you. Now, is there a need? Yes. Are they being more strict? Yes, definitely. So there's going to be more hoops you're going to have to jump through. But yeah, the need is still here. That was so much help. Thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Now look, let me go down here and see what YouTube talking about. As a foster mom to teens, I totally get it. It can be very challenging, but teens and young adults are my passion, purpose, and ministry. And that's it. Diane, if you feel like that is what you're supposed to focus on, then do it, because you're what they need. They don't need me. They don't need me, because that's not my passion. And I know that's not my purpose. Like I said, I started with elderly, found my niche, SMI, adults. I do fine. I have done fine in what I was purposed to do. So that is what your passion and purpose is, right? So go for it, because the kids, they need somebody. They need somebody that's going to care for them. And I'm not that person. I'm just being honest, y'all. And you got to know what your boundaries are. You got to know what your strengths and your weaknesses. I talked to y'all before about the SWOT. You need to know what your strength, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your, I can never remember what T is, but if you haven't done a SWOT, do it. Look it up. SWOT. I think I did a video on it on YouTube. But you got to know. And I know that children, I barely like my kids, y'all. How am I going to like somebody else's kids? And I'll be wanting to shake my kids. That's not a good thing. We need people like Diane that want to love on them and take care of them, that had 14 children come throughout her house as a foster parent. That's the type of people we want dealing with kids. We don't want people like me dealing with kids, because I would not be free. And I don't have my sign behind me today, y'all, because I'm in a different location. But what is important to me? Who out there can tell me what I always tell y'all? What is important to me? I'm gonna sit here and sip on this tea until somebody tell me what is important to me, because I know y'all know. Girl, Kia, you better say it. Freedom. And Taylor, you better say it. Freedom is important to me. And I know I'm that type of person. I'm a reflex when it come to that. Y'all don't look. Y'all see the nice Myrrie. Y'all don't see the old Myrrie that used to man up and beat the crap out of people. Therefore, if somebody hit me, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna punch them back, because it's reflex. I don't want to go to jail. So we need people like Diane dealing with kids. We don't need a Myrrie dealing with kids. So I'm just being real. Y'all know I'm transparent with y'all. I'm not trying to lose my freedom knocking one of them kids out because they punched me in my face. So I can't deal with kids like that. I've never had an adult come to me in that type of stance. Now, I've had people that work with me, two people that work with me that were assaulted by a client, but I have never came across that. They have never. They've always shown me respect. They've always. It's like we set the tone at the beginning, and I've never had anybody that stepped to me like that. So I'm cool with adults dealing with mental illness. Kids, I can't do it. Can't do it. I can mentor people all day long that do it, but me myself, I cannot do it. Let's see. What you think about Michigan? Is Michigan a good state to do a group home? Yes. Lil Dawson came with what you think about Michigan. Yes, it is. Do it. Just make sure y'all check zoning. I have a home in California. I want to be hands off. If that's your choice, you just got to have a strong team, toys. That's it. If you want to be hands off, you're going to have to build a strong team. People you can trust. Because the thing is, if you get the license under your business, you're still responsible. So just remember that. Build you a strong team. Yeah, see, threats don't really bother me, Stephanie, in Florida. That's not it. It's the laying on the of the hands. It's the laying of the hands on me. I've always been the type of person. My mama told me as a young child, people can say what they want to say, but the minute they lay their hands on you, you better show them who you are. And I just did it. I was kind of a fighter when I was younger, y'all. I might not seem like it now, but I can't have nobody coming to me like that. And see, now I'm older and I got all these guns. It's not a good thing. So Mrs. Price said, when you first started, did you hire an agency to run your home or did you run it yourself? And also, what are 5 steps to starting a group home? Did I? Dang, you trying to throw all kind of questions up in there, Pain Premier. So, no, I did not hire an agency. Yes, I did it myself. I tell y'all, it was me and one other person, 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, because I wanted to have a group home and I was for real about it. And so no, I didn't have an agency. So when I tell y'all I do everything or I did everything that my employees do, I did it because I was there, me and one other person. That's it. And I did that for over a year. So no agency. Then I can't do the 5 steps because there's 2 minutes left, but I think I have a video on YouTube, Mr. Payne Premier, that tells you on how to get started. But yeah, come over to YouTube and I'll answer your question because Instagram has 1 minute and 34 seconds left. Hey, Natasha. SWAT mentioned, threats. Thank you. Yes, SWAT, you guys, is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Thank you. I can never remember what that T is. Hey, Mick Lowry. Hey, TR Cleaning. How are you? At the beginning, would you recommend being a licensed or unlicensed? It depends on what state you're in. I would say that, Stephanie. Depends on what state. If you're somewhere like Texas where unlicensed is, the norm, then do unlicensed. It's easy to get open, it's quick, it's fast. You market yourself right, you're good. If it's somewhere like Arizona where you absolutely are not supposed to have an unlicensed, then you better get a license. Okay, so it depends. Mac Lowry said, YouTube it is. Yeah, you guys, you got about 30 seconds. So if you want, you can hop over to YouTube. It's under Myrrie 06, or the Group Home University, but it's about to cut off on Instagram. I appreciate you guys for joining me tonight, but I'm gonna focus on YouTube because it's about to cut off. All right. So, can you use bachelor degree counselors in group homes? You can, Dr. Tanika, but the thing about that, you still need a licensed professional to sign off. So, like me, I use them to do groups because my licensed professional is like, I'm not doing no groups. So any like coming into the house, hands-on type thing, my bachelor counselors do that, and then they my licensed professional supervises them. So yes, you can, because they can come in because their rate's going to be way cheaper than a licensed professional, which is like a mental health professional or a nurse practitioner or a licensed social worker. So yeah, so I do use them, but like I said, it's just for them to like do groups and stuff like that. Sometimes they'll take the clients to the movies or stuff like that just to get that time in. And then my licensed professional signs off on it. Okay. Rochelle Holmes says step one, zoning. That's correct. How you doing? Hey, Christopher. How are you guys? So do you a license for New Jersey? Do I have a license for New Jersey? No, I do not have a license for New Jersey. Have I mentored people in New Jersey? Yes, I've mentored people in New Jersey. I don't know if that's where you were. Oh, Jolena, she took the message away. So rephrase it and ask me again. Hey, Raheem. Yes, threats, Dr. Tanika. Hey, Adrian. So if someone from Instagram had a question and you guys want to put it in here so I can know you're on here, go ahead and put the questions in the chat and I will answer them for you guys. But like I said, we was talking about taxes today. I want to wrap that up. Um just make sure you find the right help for you. If you looking for somebody, some of you guys may be educated enough where you can do your own, thing. But just if you look for somebody, make sure you find somebody reputable that knows what they're doing. And don't be afraid to ask for credentials, because I when I tell you guys things, I tell you from experience. There are people out here that don't know what the heck they're doing. When we started with a bookkeeper, didn't know what the heck he was doing. We thought he did, and he jacked us all up the first couple of years and then disappeared. So, like I said, when I tell you guys on here, I'm transparent with y'all, and I want y'all not to have to go through things that I went through, because people out here be running amok. So I just be trying to give y'all advice like y'all auntie or something. Do I need a license to open a group home in New Jersey? Um, really, it's really gonna depend on what type of group home you want to open. If you just talking about a boarding home, then you may not need a license. You may need a permit. It's just gonna depend on what zoning says, what type of home you're trying to do. It's gonna depend. So but yes, you can do some unlicensed type group homes. You just gotta I just you need to know what type of home, and then check on that with, first of all, zoning, to make sure you can do whatever type of boarding home or whatever you're trying to do, transitional. You need to check with zoning. What's in Instagram now over here? Okay, Raheem. So did you have a question? Thank you so much for giving us the information. You're welcome. Is it MN? You're welcome, NN. Oh, you fit right into the MH gang. But yeah, I won't hold you guys long. I really look, like I tell y'all, I give it to y'all as I get it, or I give y'all the experience that I've had. And right now I am finishing off my taxes, about to sign off on them tomorrow for my March 15th deadline. And I'm like, man, what can I talk about? Let me talk about these taxes because people don't tell you, you know, it's like you find out later about stuff, and I don't want you guys to have to suffer like I did. So I definitely want to share um, things that I know or things that I went through so you guys don't have to do it. Nope, just listening to you guys. Great. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bell. Oh, Monifa. Got it. Monifa. Just came from Instagram too. What tools do you use to help eliminate taxes? Do you use a 501c3? I have a 501c3, yes. So I do utilize my 501c3 with my um my for-profit business. I kind of use them hand in hand, but then there's other things that I do, you know, to I'll say this. Look, I'm getting my hair cut. I'll say this. I listen to my tax professional now. I try to, you know, because there's things that I do, like if we bought a city block at one point in time and we sold it. So then the profits we made off of it, we paid it out a certain way, and then we put a lump sum into another property. And I forget what they call it, a 1035 or something. I don't know. Girl, I let people that know how to do that stuff. Long as it be giving me tax write-offs and keeping me straight, I'm good. So yeah, things like that. Having an IUL where you take money, you dump it into an index. What is it? An index universal life policy. So you can take lump sums and dump it in there. I'll be doing all kinds of stuff. Just keep from paying taxes. So the more you earn, the more you should learn. Even if you don't know it, you should be connecting yourself with people that can help maneuver you through that process. Yeah, because you just don't want to get caught up. And I want to be like Donald Trump. I want to get tax refunds, or I want to pay $15 in taxes. You know, so I do what I have to do. I do what my advisors tell me to do, and I try to, you know, avoid what I can. And you can't always avoid it. Like I told y'all, I got a $9,000 tax penalty, and that was added on to what I owe. But it is what it is. You know, you make money, they gonna try to get you somehow. But if Uncle Sam is listening, it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna do my part. But yeah, I'm so glad that you guys joined me tonight. Look, let me do my house cleaning before y'all go. Make sure if you did not like this video, go ahead and like this video for me. Thank you guys so much for the comments. Oh, you're welcome, Diane. Thank you guys for the comments. Make sure if you're planning on coming to Houston, it's actually, I think it's what, next weekend or something, weekend after this weekend. It's like a 2 weeks from now, or a week and a half from now. Use the code Houston, you guys. If you're planning to come to Houston, use the code Houston. You'll get a nice big discount. Um, if you're planning to come, we have Atlanta in May. So Houston's in March. We skip April. I'm doing an event in Atlanta in April, but it's for the uh I can't even think of the event. Y'all see it on my page, but it's for the Profit Summit. Look. So that's in April. I'll be in Atlanta. Let me know. Hit me up if you have a group home in Atlanta. I might come out and visit you. And then May, I will be in Atlanta again for the work series. And then in June, we'll be in Dallas for the work series. And then July, we will be in Punta Cana for our retreat for the work series. And then in August, I will be doing the abundance retreat in Jamaica. And I'm thinking about going to Puerto Rico in May. No, April, end of April. I'm thinking about going to Puerto Rico. I got invited. So I might be in Puerto Rico at the end of April. And I'm just all over the place, y'all. What do I love? What do I love? Freedom. Oh my gosh. I love the freedom, y'all. Raheem said, gotta make it to one of them work series. Yes, you do. You do. Come on out. Come on out. Go to workseries.com, you guys, and go ahead and book your seats for the work series. Okay? Because we have not disappointed anybody so far. So I am very confident that you will get something out of the work series. But man, thank you guys so much for joining me. This was so much fun. Look, we made taxes fun, you guys. We made taxes fun. So I appreciate you guys joining me. And thank you so much for the support, for the love, you guys. MH Gang, y'all. MH Gang for life, right? I appreciate it. Go ahead and throw me some MH Gang and some pink hearts. Thank you, Jarrell. Look at my nephew. My nephew sending me much love and pink hearts. I appreciate it. Jarrell done claimed me as his auntie, y'all. Thank you. Thank you, Diane. I appreciate all the love, you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for the new members that joined tonight, that joined my YouTube membership. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, Adrian. Thank you, Taylor. Taylor, are you away or are you back in Indiana? I'm curious. All right, Monifa, thank you for the pink cards. Thank you, Rochelle Holmes, for the pink cards. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Jolena. Oh my goodness. Yes, giving you guys shout outs because I appreciate you. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. Oh, got another client. Look at Taylor, don't be playing about her money, y'all. QBS Capital Consultants. Will you talk about doing business in other states at the Houston event? We have someone from Texas, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and me, of course, from Arizona. So that's kind of what we'll be talking. And it's somebody in each at each work series, there's different people that are going to be showing up. So I actually don't know who's coming to Atlanta or Dallas yet. So I don't know what type of group homes they're gonna have, because Dwayne is working with the person in Atlanta, and I don't have the information yet. And then I do know who's going to be in Dallas, but I can't think of it right now. But you guys just be looking out on the pages for the information of who's coming. Ooh, and there's going to be a really good tax professional at he's a tax strategist, is going to be in Houston. So you guys in Houston are going to get a good treat. And he's really good. He's really good. You are so appreciated. Love you. Oh, thank you. I don't have one yet. I'm waiting on getting another one. That's okay. It'll come. Girl, you done made your money for the year. You already know. Don't play with me. But no, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the love. You guys have a great night. And as I always say, be a blessing to someone else. Bye, you guys. Taylor said, period. Y'all funny. All right, good night.